Taking information. Okay, do I need to respond to the one?
Alright, good evening, everybody. We get started here in a minute. Hopefully,
Yeah, we're good.
this is working. It's stuff.
Do I need to respond to the...
It is good. Oh, maybe not. Alright, good evening, everybody. It is. Alright, I am in, I don't know, Missouri, somewhere. Near Jackson, Missouri. I'm on I-55 right now, going south. Winter storm should be impacting mainly Tennessee tomorrow, but surrounding areas as well. We'll talk about that. We've also got some snow happening here in on the way, so we'll see what happens if we've got any sort of driving mishaps here with this. Nothing like we saw the other day, though, that's for sure. Snowstorms in the Mid-South are a lot different than snowstorms in other places. Thanks for joining, everybody. I don't have a really good way to view the chat at night. It burns my eyes. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Heading toward Memphis, or that area anyway. I figured I'd bring up the live stream for an hour or two since it's starting to snow already. The main event is going to be tomorrow. It could be anywhere from, 4 to 9 inches in some of these areas. We're a little bit too early to pin those locations down, but there are winter storm warnings in effect for the area. You can view those in the Radar Omega app, which are live there as well, by the way, as always. We are starting to get
So
some
this is
snow.
exactly what happened to my Taurus, and I don't know what the hell happened when I did it, because I had to reroute around it, trying to figure out what the hell that relay would be, or if it's... I don't know what the hell it is, to be honest.
Well, the only thing I can think of doing is, I mean, you can unhook the 4200. When you unhook the battery, it should have done that. I don't know why that would have anything to do with the inverter. In fact, I have no idea why neither of them would be powering up, because they both go directly to battery. And it's not like you killed it, because it's indicating if that light's flashing, that it's got power. You know, if you would have fried it, that wouldn't be working. That LED light on there, I do know that from the manual, that is the first thing in the circuit of that, so if that's flashing, then the rest of it's okay. I have no idea why it's doing that.
I know it has something. It's got to be a fuse or something along those lines because I've got it running right now. But it's because I did what I did with my Taurus, and I hotwired it with the accessory straight to battery, and then just touched the starter to accessory, and now it's running. But there's some fuse or some relay that's stopping the power coming from the battery to everything else. Something is stopping it.
Yeah, just double check and verify that all of that stuff does indeed go directly to battery, that it didn't get like spliced in somewhere. You know, because if it goes directly to battery, then nothing on the card would be stopping it. The only other thing I think of is unless that ground went to shit, but it still shouldn't be blinking because it needs ground. I don't know. It's that ground bolt for the seat. I sanded it off with some sandpaper, but if it got a little more rust on it or something, then that could cause a problem. I really don't know what to think. It sounds like something backfed into that inverter somehow, like something on that power strip is either shorted out or something. But that should be
Okay, prior to my arrival,
it's not
one
hot.
J1
Circuit
1050.
protectors out of the equation.
After right here, MoDOT is shoulder the road.
Like I said, I don't think it has anything. I don't think it has to do with the 4200 or the inverter itself, and it's not the ground because everything's still powered up. Like I said, this is exactly what happened to my Taurus, and I don't know what the hell it was. I didn't have time to fix it. I just ran a direct power line, but I didn't have. I didn't have time to test anything else. It is something stopping the power, it's something stopping the main power, I'd imagine. I don't know. It's got to be the main power cable. Like something, a fuse had to have blown that shuts that off or something because I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me that it will not allow me to fire up the 4200 or the inverter, but it'll allow me to straight run power from the battery. Like, there's plenty of power in the battery. There's no problem there. So something is happening, stopping the power coming from the battery.
Well, there shouldn't be, because I know you don't have a fuse on that power line. If your main cable goes from the battery to the inverter / controller, then there's nothing else on the car would stop that if it goes direct to battery. The only thing I can think of, go look at your DM positive battery cable, and because I know you got that big ass like plastic right angle connector on there. I don't remember if that one has it or not, but I know on the interceptors there's like 3 posts, studs that you can attach accessory to or whatever. And each one of those I think is like a 60 amp fuse on the actual apparatus that attaches to the battery terminal. You could take a piece of wire and just jumper basically all those studs, even if it's just one, just jumper it all together and then touch it to the post. Understanding and acknowledging fully that the battery cable is attached to the battery, but just in case one of those posts is fused in that plastic apparatus or something. That's the only thing I can think of. Because it's still, that 4200 could still get power if it's getting backfed from somewhere. Because I know the wiring is screwed up on that car. So I don't know if power could be backfeeding into one of the outputs and causing that light to come on, making it think it's got power when it doesn't. I don't know, but my guess is if it does not have power, it's getting backfed power from something. So maybe it really doesn't, even though it says it does. I don't know.
No, I know it's getting power. I know for a fact the 4200 is getting power because I took the starter and the accessory, or the accessory and the starter wires that go into the 4200. I pulled those out and I shoved the accessory into the back of the 4200, which has power. And then I touched the starter to the back of the 4200. I'm talking about the controller module. Then I touched the starter to the back of that, and the car started.
Well, I guess what I'm saying, as long as that 4200 is not getting backfed power from somewhere, you know, unless you physically took that power lead out of the 4200 and tried it, like physically all the way out of it, then I don't know. Because if that thing's getting backfed power, if somehow that inverter blew up and backfed power through the, so that 4200 could, so I don't know if that has, what the internals on that are, but it's possible that could get backfed through an output. I don't know. Do you have a volt? There's an easy way to figure this out. Do you have a voltmeter, like a one with the little pokey, proddy things on it?
Yeah, somewhere. I'm not sure where, though.
See if you can check continuity between that ground, like the seat bolt, and then like scratch a little paint off the door jamb or something to make sure there's continuity. And then see what the volts are, if you can find it. See what the actual volts are at the 4200. Just make sure it's not something compromised, because maybe it's getting, if something's wrong with the line, and it's only getting like 10 volts, it might be enough to trigger relays and turn that light on, but it might not be enough to function. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about a voltmeter. Something's either not getting power at all, or it's not getting the right amount of power. I'm starting to lean toward, I wonder if something's backfeeding, or something is screwed up and it's just not getting 13 volts. Maybe it's getting like 10 or something.
Yeah, I've got no idea where the hell my voltmeter is. That's the problem in itself.
Yeah, it's pretty useless when you don't know where it is. That's how mine usually works. Anyway, folks, we're starting to see some snow falling, but it's nothing that's causing any sort of travel difficulties or anything down I-55 here. That will probably change tomorrow.
I could definitely start driving and not have a problem, but I've got no power to anything else, so that makes it all worthless to me. I mean, honestly, if I can't get power to the inverter or the 4200, I'm not taking the risk for safety.
Well, I mean, then you can't, yeah, I mean, if you can't get power to accessories, I mean, you might as well take nothing at that point. Because everything we do operates off of accessories. That guy's in the ditch. Or into the guardrail. Looks like. Not that slippery out either. That's the thing, though, folks. Down here, a little bit of snow causes a lot of panic, especially in like the Nashville area. I've been in Nashville before when they've gotten like an inch of snow, and it's just been mass chaos. Right now, this is more of a visibility problem than a slippery roadway. Cyclone Port says we are at 5 degrees. It's cold. It's really cold.
324 should come back to the Chevy truck. Robert Frank 5, Boy 0 Tom. 3025. Never open it to go. BNC envoy occupied one time, one by
Yeah, I'll be
mail.
live tomorrow. That's going to be the main event tomorrow.
Stated he ran out of gas. Location Main Street near I-55 northbound.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, things have really gone to crap down here.
Yeah, there was somebody slid into the cable barrier. There's not really even any snow on the ground. So that's interesting. I'm just south of Cape Girardeau, I think.
Yeah, I'm on 61. We found all the bad drivers. Everybody's trying to go fast. Semi had to go past. Couldn't see crap.
That sounds about right.
1046.
Checking status, man.
Looks like we're underneath a little bit of a snow band here.
Folks. Traffic. I've almost been hit 3 times now.
Yeah, the main event is tomorrow. It looks like pretty much areas along and maybe just south of I-40 are going to get the most snow in Tennessee. Definitely not going to stream all night for this one. Thought about it, but I'm not. I'm going to go get a hotel in a couple of hours and be ready for the morning.
111, go ahead. Subject stated he ran out of gas. Clear visibility. I'm en route to I-55.
Oh, that's cool. I can't see.
When you get down this way, I'll need you to stay back
Sheila,
well before the curve.
Yeah.
You have to contact Twin City, their ETA.
that left lane looks like it might be starting to get a little slippery, but this is a really dry snow. And it's really cold. One thing that I've noticed over the years of driving is when it's really cold like this and you get a really dry snow, it kind of just blows off the road usually. Like it doesn't create that big of a traffic hazard other than the fact that it blows around and reduces visibility. But when you start getting several inches of this, you have a problem, but just a light dusting of it usually is not big of a problem. Definitely under a little bit of a snow band right now, though. This heavy band right here.
Good.
Which lane of traffic are you located in?
We have the passing lane shut down south now.
One 11 Scott City, I'm 1023.
Well, just make sure you're in a good spot where you can be seen, especially on that curve.
got snow's really not coming down that heavy. I think a lot of this is blowing up from the road. Honestly, it's really not much on the road. There's just a dusting.
Okay, well, I believe it was 203. Copy that.
It's exit 80 for anybody that's familiar with the area. We're going south.
Sir, Nor King 6, Boy 18. Nor King 6, Boy 18, 24.
Okay, so to the problem of course, between the Hayti, Patterson, photograph, and it's like just July 2024.
Almost to Sykeston. Yeah, I'm just doing normal highway speeds right now. The roads are fine. That left lane is a little bit snow covered, but I think the cars driving over the lane here is blowing the snow right off. Audio. I'm just doing normal highway. Audio is working fine. Definitely working. I've seen a couple of plows out tonight. Not too many, but I don't think many are very necessary.
J2, Barnes, B-Boy, A. Adam, R. Robert, and Nora E. Edward S. Sam. First name Scotty S. Sam. C. Charles, O. Ocean, Double T. Toms, Y. Young, middle initial U. Date birth, 1965, 0627, 1965, 0627. White male.
Looks like we might be out of this little snow shower here in a few miles.
Cars out of the ditch, I'm clear on.
But I have no idea how early I'll be streaming tomorrow. Winter storm warnings are in effect down here, so probably decently early. Probably by 9 or 10 at the latest.
Thank you.
I'll have to cross the river here at some point. Probably need to put this in the GPS because sometimes I get these river crossings screwed up out here. Don't always drive around the Memphis area very often. So you gotta be kind of careful because there's only a few places to go across the river.
Fine.
John Henry 7, Lincoln 6, John. John Henry 7, Lincoln 6, John. Missouri tag unknown here.
Yeah, those winter storm warnings cover a huge area. Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, if I didn't say that already, Georgia, I think a couple of counties in North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, if I didn't say that one already. A pretty big part of the country here covered under winter storm warnings that are either in effect now or will be later tonight or tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon.
Blacked out, being down to the road or something. East, city limits.
Hard to tell if it's snowing or if that's just blowing around. Figure out what hotel I'm going to stay at here too.
If you would, try to make contact with them.
Definitely not a frickin' IHG hotel, that's for sure. I'll tell you about that story in a minute. Yeah, so the pretty pissed at IHG. I'm gonna suck an egg as far as I'm concerned, but I like the Holiday Inn and their cinnamon rolls, but it's not worth having my card charged $1,600 for no reason. So after staying at the Holiday Inn Express in Spartanburg, over the course of about a week and over the course of about 3 weeks, I didn't notice, but luckily I lock the debit card that I use for hotels. I lock it. You know, I disable it with the bank when I'm not using it, you know, for fraud reasons, just in case somebody gets my card number or whatever. Well, I didn't realize it, but I went and looked. I'm like, oh, why is there all these declined transactions for the Holiday Inn? And they're all in the Holiday Inn in Spartanburg. And I'm like, well, what the frick's going on here? And I added all the declined totals up because the card was locked. It was $1,600. this hotel has been trying to charge me. So I call them up, and I'm like, WTF, what's going on here? And they just don't care. The guy's like, well, I can talk to the manager on Monday. And I'm like, well, here's the problem, buddy. I can't unlock that card or use it because I'm afraid that you're going to charge me because you keep trying to charge me these random amounts, $20, $80, $169, random dollars just here and there. Went on and on and on. Come to find out, he goes, well, we've got you still checked into the hotel. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, I stayed there like a month ago. He goes, no, sir, we have you down for 26 nights. And I'm like, 26 nights? Are you on crack? And he's like, no. I knew something was wrong, so when I checked into that hotel, they didn't charge my card. They didn't charge it till like a day or two later, but they charged it for one night. So I'm like, well, whatever. Maybe their system's just messed up. So anyway, manager calls me back finally just the other day, and I'm like, so what are you going to do about this? Like, you going to stop my card from getting charged or what? And he's like, well, you can't be telling us that you're going to stay for 26 nights when you check out the next day. And I'm like, whoa, buddy. I'm like, do you, like, who the stays at a Holiday Inn Express for 26 nights? I'm like, you didn't think that that was a red flag right there? Like, hey, maybe something's wrong. And then I asked him, I'm like, well, didn't, like, room service come in to clean or anything? And he's like, well, the room is still reserved to you. I'm like, so you're telling me that for the past, like, 3 to 4 weeks, that room service hasn't once raised a red flag that when they've gone in to clean it every few days and it hasn't been touched? Like, that didn't, like, raise a red flag with you people? Long story short, they haven't fixed it. They're still trying to dig my card, you know, and once every day for $100-something. So I call IHG customer support, and I was told, I'm sorry you feel this way. Oh, holy shit, buddy. You're going really slow there in that whiteout. So I'm like, well, here's the problem, people. Like, nobody's fixing this. Like, so I canceled the card and got a new credit card, or a new debit card with a new number. But I told customer service, I'm like, this really pisses me off because I lost my Hilton Diamond status to switch to IHG because you losers have the cinnamon rolls. And I like the cinnamon rolls.
1279.
Said, you know, and every time I contact customer support, I get, like, blown off. And the dude's response, no shit, was, I'm sorry you feel this way. Oh, and I'm just like, oh, buddy, it's on. So I literally, I paused and I said, I'm sorry. He goes, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I said, well, yeah, I'm sorry, too, because you're going to lose a really good customer here. I said, you know, I'm up to almost 200 nights at a hotel every year, and you're going to lose all that. I'm just going to go back to Hilton. And he goes, well, I'm really sorry about that. I said, okay, man, can you just stop dicking my card every day? And he's like, well, yeah, we can't. I'm like, I said, you know what, F it. I'm canceling the card. Whatever. Screw you, and take your silver status and stick it where the sun don't shine. So I went back to Hilton, and I'm like, all right, guys, I am so done. I'm so sorry. Can I have my diamond status back? It's only been expired for a month and a half. Is there any way that I can get diamond status back? I'm so sorry. IHG is a dumpster fire. F them. They suck. I love you. Please come back. And I talked to some dude. His name was like Adam or something. He's like, all right, well, the best that I can do, he goes, I can give you gold. And if you stay 8 nights in the next 90 days, you'll retain gold. If you stay 15, you'll get diamond back. Like, yes. So that's how I skipped from just a loser, nobody, Hilton Honors member, straight to gold. And I'm only a couple stays away from having my diamond back. So as soon as I'm diamond elite, I'm going to put it on the side of my car or something, because I will never leave Hilton again. Hello, IHG, you've tried to charge my card for $1,600 and you won't tell me why, or you won't stop it. Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. Well, it's a good thing I noticed. Anyway, I'll still stay at the Holiday Inn from time to time to get the cinnamon rolls, but screw it. It ain't worth it. I'm so pissed at them, it's not even funny. I think I'm more pissed that the fact that when I told him, and I was nice to the guy too, I was just like, hey, like, this isn't fair. Like, I feel like you guys don't give a damn about me, and I've been trying to be brand loyal to you guys. I've been telling 110,000 subscribers about how great you are in your cinnamon rolls. And you come back and you tell me that you're sorry I feel this way? Like, you couldn't even pretend to give a shit and be like, oh man, that sucks. Yeah, I'll totally fix this. Like, totally, you know, at least give me a bullshit excuse. But no, they basically just said, I'm sorry you feel this way. Well, literally said, I'm sorry you feel that way, so screw IHG. That's the difference between Hilton and IHG. When I contact Hilton customer service, they're always like, oh, I'm so sorry. Here's 10,000 points. Don't give us a bad review. But oh no, you call IHG and you're like, yeah, hey, my room sucks. It smells like somebody smoked pot in here for the past 3 weeks. And they're like, oh, sorry you feel that way. God dang. Plus, Hilton has they've got the DoubleTree brand. They've got cookies. So I'll take a warm chocolate chip cookie over a cinnamon roll any day. Yeah, that Holiday Inn Express at Spartanburg, don't stay there. That guy's a dick. I couldn't believe that. Well, you gotta call customer service. Like, well, you're the guy that's charging my card every day. Well, I can't fix it. Well, okay. Sounds good. Call customer service. Oh, sorry you feel this way, sir. And then the guy kept calling me Victor. And I'm like, dude, my name is not Victor. Like, for Christ's sakes here. Like, I'm one night away from gold status here, IHG, and you don't care? Well, screw you. So I'm not going to book direct with IHG anymore. I'm always going to book through a third party like Expedia, just so that they don't get paid as much. Screw them. But sometimes I do like their cinnamon rolls, so every now and then we're going to have to stay at a Holiday Inn Express, but we're going to limit it. Kind of boycotting IHG right now. I should have never left Hilton. Sorry. And a big shout out to Adam, or whatever the hell his name was, from Hilton Customer Service, for basically coughing up gold elite status, even though I didn't deserve it after I left him. What a guy. But I do like Hilton hotels better. I really like the breakfast at the Holiday Inn Express. But the Hampton Inn breakfasts aren't too bad. So that's the hotel update. I'm still Gold Elite, but I'll be Diamond Elite before too long. And when I'm Diamond Elite, I can gift somebody Diamond Elite status. So I thought about gifting it to Corey, because he's been screwed by IHG as well, but maybe we'll raffle it off as a prize for the channel. I don't know, like 115,000 subscriber gets a Diamond Elite membership. I don't know. Yeah, Hampton Inns are usually always good. I don't think I've ever had a bad Hampton Inn. Yeah, it depends where you stay though. Like if you stay down along I-10, the Hampton Inns are all like $100. When you're up here around Memphis and Nashville, they're like 130. But out in the plains and stuff, they're usually 100. So, and they're pretty safe. And the few times that something's been kind of iffy, customer service has always fixed it. And somebody commented about the cactus, but yes, that was a Hampton Inn in Fort Worth that yelled at me for taking a picture of the cactus. But I complained to customer service on that one too, and they gave me 15,000 points. And I'm like, hey, I'll take it. That's enough to get half of a night for free. So I'm like, hey, if the short little troll, grumpy troll manager guy comes out and yells at me for the cactus and that gives me 15,000 points, hell, I'll take it. Come yell at me any day of the week. What is better than Diamond Elite? Absolutely nothing. That is top of the line. Super important. Like presidential level. Elite status. You even get a parking spot. I don't know. But I'll be honest with you guys. I do like Hilton hotels. They've always taken care of me. I should have never left. I really like the Hilton Garden Inns. I like those a little better than the Hampton Inn. They're a little bit nicer. They've got a restaurant on site. Take it. But I feel bad for Corey. He's fighting to get that silver status. I think he's only got one more night, and then he gets silver. And before you know it, he'll be gold, and he'll enter the ranks of the elite Hilton Honors members. I just like giving him crap about it because it's kind of funny. Because the way that I was given my status back was kind of cheating, and he's over there trying to earn it the hard way. It's just kind of a joke. Does Hampton Inn have cinnamon rolls? No! And I'm about to start a petition to get them to get cinnamon rolls. But I tell you what, though, their omelets, like, you cannot beat the omelets. Like, they're a lot better than anybody else's, so I'll give them that. It's a trade-off. Can't have everything right. But you can order cinnamon rolls that are almost the same as the Holiday Inn Express cinnamon rolls from Pizza Hut. And they're only $8, and you get a little pack of 10 of them with the frosting on them. And they're warm. So maybe we'll just start patronizing Pizza Hut every now and then. Christine, we should probably gift that to Daniel. Maybe they will stop. Maybe if Daniel had Diamond Elite status, they would stop banging on his door at 7 o'clock for housekeeping. I don't know. Maybe he is Diamond. I don't know. Maybe we should all get little patches and get them sewn on our shirts of what membership status we are. Maybe we'll get a Hilton sponsorship. If there's anybody out there that works for Hilton, I'll do anything for a discount code. Oh, hell, I'll put it on the side of my car. I will literally put Diamond Elite on the side of my car. You guys think I'm joking, and I'm not joking. A grilled cinnamon roll? What the hell? I never had that. Is that seriously a thing? Yeah, Pizza Hut has kind of gone downhill, I agree. They're not what they used to be. I don't think they have the buffet anymore either. I miss the Pizza Hut buffet. But they're hit or miss. Some Pizza Huts are still really good, some kind of suck. Oh, Jamie, you must be watching. Hello, Jamie. Got your text message. Perfectly timed. Wonder who else is lurking out there. Probably somebody from IHG. If they are, I'm sorry you feel that way. Oh yeah, I'll take regular thunderstorms over snow any day. I like snow, but I much prefer warmer weather type activity. I hate cold. It's like 5 degrees out right now. It's absolutely miserable. I got out of the car because I was going to go into the Loves and I was going to get something to drink a couple of miles back. I literally got out of the car. I took one step out of the truck and I said, nope, screw this, and got back in the truck and I'm still driving. It's too cold. I didn't want to get out. Can I ask someone a question? Well, that was actually technically a question. somewhere down here in the Missouri boot heel. I-55. Yeah, it looks like it almost stopped snowing. Oh, no, it is still snowing. You can only see it with the high beams on, though. We're going to get back into some snow here pretty shortly, I think. Not a whole lot of hotel options out here, though. Pretty much Memphis, unfortunately. Not a big fan of Memphis. It's just hectic and chaotic. Map right now, trying to figure something out real quick. It's really windy out, though. Be happy when this cold snap is over. I hate this cold weather. We'll be in a little bit more snow here shortly, I think. We headed, I don't really know. Probably somewhere down by Memphis. I'll figure it out when we get closer, I guess.
I haven't seen one.
Alright, everybody. So, yeah, if you are new here, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss tomorrow's stream. I think it's going to be kind of eventful. Usually, any amount of snow in western Tennessee is usually interesting of some sort. We do have a lot of stationary cameras in the Radar Omega app as well in Tennessee, which means I should be able to get a really good look at what's going on, not only on my stream, but with the Radar Omega app. In fact, I'm going to prove a point to you guys here. Just give me 1 second. You can tell this plow's in the left and right lane. There's 4 cameras right now that are being impacted by the snow, all available in the Radar Omega app. All the cyclone port cameras. There are several of them in this area. It's kind of the most populated part of our network at the moment. So definitely a good time to be using the app and watching some of those cameras tonight and tomorrow. But most of the snow, I think, is going to fall tomorrow. Should be the main event.
I'm going to turn around.
I like the HRRR model is showing like 3 to 4 inches in Nashville by 5 or 6 a.m. And maybe 7 inches or so by afternoon or evening. Yeah, at first models were saying Nashville. And then the models kind of backed off and they started saying farther south, like northern Mississippi, and now they're kind of saying I-40 and Nashville again. Oh yeah, I know about Ron Pratt. I've seen his stuff all over YouTube. Snow's starting to pick up again. It's really dry. It's hard to see it on the camera.
Is our model still showing it snowing throughout the day tomorrow, or is it going faster now?
I think it's going to snow throughout the day. It looks like just even Nashville, it's showing like 3 inches by H-R anyways. It's showing like 3 inches by like 5 a.m. And then by 5 p.m. it's showing like 7 or 8. So looks like it's going to be probably a pretty steady rate from maybe midnight all the way through tomorrow evening. Still undecided where to go. Kind of wanted to go down toward Memphis, but I don't want to get stuck down at Memphis. So I don't know. The wrap seems to be what everybody's going nuts about right now. Big streak of snow, basically all the way from Memphis to Nashville. I mean, that's just one model, but it seems to kind of coincide with H-R now. So maybe we will get some higher totals, but probably going to be along I-40, I think. So I don't think I'm going to go too far south.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Haven't stopped to look at models yet. Trying to come up with a game plan. I might stop here soon and get up early. Looking at 69 to avoid Memphis, to take 69 over to Jackson. Yeah. Wherever the hell, I think it's in Jackson, Tennessee. Whatever, but should be able to avoid Memphis.
Well, some of that stuff over there on the east side of Memphis, you don't get shot at. It's a lot nicer than in Memphis. So I'm trying to find something that's just on I-40. I was going to go to Jackson, but my God, it's totally expensive up there for some reason.
Yeah, that's why whatever town it was up north where I'm at, a little bit more than the one I got, but really couldn't beat the price where I'm at.
Like Fernando or something. But yeah, Batesville's always been cheap. That Hampton Inn is like always $100, plus or minus a few bucks. I think the last time I stayed there it was like, no joke, it was like $84 after tax or something.
Yeah, it's cheaper because they lock you out, make you freeze for a couple hours.
It's worth at least 50,000 points.
I was surprised I haven't gotten an email or nothing. Because like the last thing I said to the agent was, I'm going back to ISG. Have a good day.
Well, yeah, you probably got blacklisted.
I mean, it's fine if they. I don't even know what's happening. So the app works on my other phone. It's not working on my main phone, so I have no idea. But they were trying to blame it on the weather coming in. It's like, what the hell does it have to do with anything here right now. Pretty confused.
But
At least they're not trying to charge your car $1,600.
Oh, we'll speak to you soon. I can see it happening. Oh, you didn't book 30 nights? You only booked another night? Yeah. I can see it happening from this hotel.
As soon as I get Diamond to leave, I'll make sure you're taken care of. I'll put a good word in for you.
Something like that.
Tonight, so we'll see if I get gypped on that.
Yeah, so I found that Pizza Hut sells cinnamon rolls that are extremely close to the Holiday Inn Express cinnamon rolls. So take that information and do what you need with it.
If only they're open in the morning. I'm still pretty salty McDonald's got rid of their cinnamon rolls. Really ticks me off because I used to get that every freaking morning.
Oh, I didn't know that they had them. But yeah, you get a pack of 10 of them. And I eat half of them when I get them, and I save the other 5 for the morning. Pretty ridiculous. But
1949.
I'm not sure what they're plowing the road, but I don't know what they're plowing up here. Do you actually have much snow on the road down there, or is it just blowing off? It's kind of just blowing off up here.
Where I'm at now, it's not bad. Back behind me a little bit, though, it was getting pretty bad.
Yeah, well, these plows aren't plowing. Anyway, this one's just, I don't know what the hell they got going on here. Yeah, I'm on 55 right now, and there's been a couple of cars in the ditch, but I honestly don't know how it happened. The road's it's such a dry powder, it's just the cars are blowing them off.
I've only seen that one wreck for Wipeout, and that's when I was leaving Batesville earlier. I am like surprised I have not seen anybody wiped out anywhere else. Holy crap, this guy's hauling. I'm sure that's about to change. This guy's SUV's probably driving at least 70 right now.
And their plows down here suck. Like, they're all rusted out. Like, that one had a hole in the side of the box. Their scraper bars are all jagged and stuff, and they're shooting sparks everywhere. Like, I don't know if they got these things from Wish or what.
Yeah, Arkansas plows were not rusted out, but they were definitely old. But I was seeing plows in Arkansas nonstop, especially even out in the middle of nowhere. I have yet to see a plow in Mississippi.
Hey, Terrence, I don't know if you're having a stroke or something, but you might want to get that checked out. The way you're typing and all the profanity and calling me a dickhead and everything kind of makes me wonder if you're having like some sort of a stroke or something or medical emergency. You would need to call 911 for that because your sentence is so full of profanity and stupidity that it's not even coherent. I'm concerned that you may be having an episode of some sort, so please check on that. A lot of stupidity and ignorance and rudeness for one sentence. Kingsport, I don't even know where Kingsport is, to be honest with you guys. No idea. Check with the weather service for totals. I've got no idea. Yeah, I tell you what, the models sure did screw up on this, didn't they?
Yeah, they got me so confused. It's not even funny. I think this is overachieving. I don't want to say it too early, but it's kind of what I think is happening here. I think we're going to get a lot more snow than the warnings are even showing.
Well, the RAP and the HRRR are putting close to 10 inches in Nashville, which are pretty much right up I-40. So, I don't know, I'm kind of hoping this is still kind of a relaxed event. After that last one the other night, like, I'm freaking... I would like to just drive around for a few hours and then go back to the hotel. Like, I don't want to get stuck somewhere because somebody spun out and caused a fiery car wreck. I don't want any of this garbage. I just want to go out, look at the snow, and go home. I don't want any baggage to go along with it. The Kansas blizzard we had, I-70 was closed. This one up in Wisconsin, my belt came shooting off fully, and then we kept getting stuck every quarter of a mile. And really just want a nice, easy snow chase at this point.
I don't know. It's only showing like half an hour.
I'll take it. Yeah, I am a little confused here. I didn't realize this was going to be going this hard already. I hope it doesn't become an early event and crap out. Because I don't have it in me to get up early. I actually thought about chasing this all night, just driving around all night in it, but I don't have it. Because in the past week, the night of the tornadoes in Florida, that was an all-nighter. Getting up to Iowa City the other night from Biloxi, that was almost an all-nighter. I got 3 hours of sleep. And obviously, I had the past day or two off, but in the past 5 days, that's two all-nighters already. I just don't have it in me.
Yeah, well, I did think about doing an all-nighter, but I can do it for severe weather. I don't really want to do it in the snow just because you get tired and you start messing up. Like, just doesn't seem too safe, at least for me to do it. Try to get up early.
Yeah, I should be to the hotel by 9:45, so I guess that's really not too bad. I don't know if Mozzarella Stick got his car up or what, but I don't see him on the maps. It's probably not a good sign. Oh, I lost the chat again. Why? What is going on?
Yeah, whenever he does get back out, like, if we had a day where we can sit, he'd go through that freaking thing and did it right, so he has his problems.
Yeah, well, that inverter and all that, it's like the stuff that he's having problems with right now, the funny thing is that's the stuff that's been done properly. Maybe that's the problem. Even more than 140-degree day. I was so pissed off when we were down at the beach that day. It's 70 degrees, and I walk outside, it's like 38. Like, what the hell is this garbage? I still don't know what's going on with my fuel pump issue. I'm not going to talk about it too much or I'll jinx it, but I have not had it fail on me yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, it must have just been the time you left your key on.
I don't know, but maybe moving that fuse, then maybe it put it into expert mode or something. I don't know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And what trucks?
I'm really hesitant to try to start troubleshooting, so I'm afraid I'll screw it up.
Brian trucks.
I did some research, and some of those fuel pump drivers are three-phase, like the fuel pumps are three-phase DC, and I'm like, well, maybe it's got a driver because it's three-phase, and I can't jump that to the battery. That'll never work. But no, it's regular DC. So, and there's like 30 connectors on that wiring harness that goes into that fuel pump driver. But the four big ones are the power. And I've got the wiring diagram saved on my phone, so if it fails again, I can get under there and hot wire it, basically. I'm not going to be too happy about it. Right now, it's all covered in snow. But once that melts off, I can do it if I had to. It doesn't look that terribly hard, so I feel a little bit better about it, knowing that I can at least get the car running again. Somebody had a super chat. Who was it? Hang on. Andreas, thanks for your super chat. Appreciate the channel support. Yeah, brownies sound good. Completely agree. We're coming up to Hayti right now. Hayti, Missouri.
Cracker Barrel has a cinnamon roll pie.
How can it be a cinnamon roll pie?
The way Schneider tractor trailer,
I don't know, but it looked good.
long dual tire, rear tires. You can't use the truck side in.
Yeah. I hate eating at Cracker Barrel because the chairs and the tables are so small that it gives me anxiety. But I get their takeout and stuff. I hate when it's crowded in there. At least the ones I've been to, like it gets crowded and you're just like shoved in there.
Good.
It's just a bunch of fat people on little chairs. Honestly.
Pascola, 250 Pine Street, Pascola, 76-year-old female lives since difficult breathing. Also possible stroke.
And so I get takeout. It's like
Medic one dropped off.
down by the hotel.
I mean, it can't be any worse than that Golden Corral we went to.
That freaking sucked. That is like by far the most Golden Corral I've ever had. I mean, I know it's kind of our fault for going so late, but oh my god, that was terrible. Like, pretty much just ate cardboard.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not find anything that you want to eat? No? Like, hell, half of it up there, I don't think I could eat it. Like, it really looks like dried up paper. Like, their beef roast and stuff is usually pretty good. Oh my god. It was like, I don't know, I had to like chisel it apart. That crap was terrible. And I thought I would play it safe getting the rice. And no, that was like eating wood chips.
And ends up being only one 1050. It's going to be involving the MoDOT truck and another vehicle. Could you provide me?
Somebody had a super chat, but I just missed it. Whoever that was, appreciate it.
47, instant number is 2 4
Run by my screen.
0 021 744.
Now it's snowing again. It's Debbie.
You are attached to it.
Appreciate your super chat.
Problem is definitely not fixed, but the car is running, so we'll figure more stuff out when I get warm.
Just get a. So, do you have anything that'll run any of your equipment, or are you just totally out of service right now, driving it in the dark?
No, I'm pretty much SOL right now.
Yeah, because don't you have to run your headlights off that thing too? Do you have like any lights?
No, the highlights I just tap directly into the battery. Everything, I've got lights and everything. It's just, dude, it's stupid. I really don't get it. Everything works. I checked all the fuses on the 4200. I checked all the fuses in the engine bay. Everything's fine. I don't know what the hell's going on. I just freaking ran the accessory straight to power and got it started. And I'm like, well, I'll figure everything else out when I get down there. I'm already not going to get down there till late. It's freaking negative 20 up here. It feels like negative 20 and 0 out. I can't do this stuff when it's this cold, so I will figure stuff out when it's a little bit warmer. But it runs, so I'm not worried about anything else right now. I can get worst case scenario, I can wire up to my 4200 mini, and that should have no problem because if you give that direct power, I can just run one wire directly to 4200 mini, the light bulbs running all the lights and all that crap. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get down there. My equipment issue, aside from the Starlink, I could probably handle it all with the 500 watt inverter. I don't know, 500 watt, maybe I'll get two 500s, I don't know. I've got one 500 that's wired underneath the seat that I just don't have grounded, that I could use, and then I can pick up another one from Love's. Between those two, obviously I won't run my Starlink, but between those two I could definitely run all my equipment, plug them into cigarette lighter plugs, so.
Yeah, you might not even need Starlink down here too. So you might be able to get away with it. Do you have full coverage on that bitch by chance?
Yep.
Oh, darn. I think that tree just jumped right out in front of you. Kidding. I would never suggest insurance fraud on a live stream. Ever. That would be irresponsible and reckless. I would never suggest that. Ever. It's a joke, people. Somebody's
That does it, fix. I gotta make a post on Twitter. Be right back.
I don't know, today's just been yet another shitty day, so I don't know, man. I'm just exhausted. I got another 3 hours of sleep. So I let Valerie sleep, which is fine. It doesn't bother me, but then I will vent once you guys are both off air. So let me know once you guys are done for the evening.
You know what the good news is? Dish is not in the middle of the interstate, so you've got that going for you. Because when you jumped on saying something was broken earlier, I'm not going to lie, that was my first thought was, please don't tell me the dish came off the car. Yeah, I think I'm going to stream for about another half an hour, guys, because I'm going to be getting close to hotel time soon. I have to get gas before 2. I was hoping I could make it, but I think I'm going to run out before I get there. Shit.
7.
Starting miles 166, 605. I was trying to get to the 15 Countryside Drive, Jackson.
Yeah, I'm still on I-55. I'm on the Arkansas. Am I in Arkansas now? No, it's still Missouri. You got 10 miles to Arkansas. Snow intensity is definitely picking up a little bit, though. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for stopping by to say hello. Appreciate it. I used to make this drive in the snow. Usually we're making this drive for severe weather.
So, Vince, when you get a chance, or anybody, I'll try and do it too. Look up and see if there's any sort of fuse that controls accessory power. Like, I guarantee there's gotta be.
There is. It's all in the hood mounted fuse box. But if all that shit's coming on that one positive cable directly from the positive post on the battery, that accessory shit ain't gonna have anything to do with it. But, I don't know, you can make sure all those fuses and shit are pressed down too. I don't know, I'm trying to think if there's anything that we messed with that might have been loose the other day, but I don't think we touched anything under the dash. I don't even know what we would have touched or disturbed that would be a problem. I'm just trying to think if there was anything that I noticed. I didn't notice anything unless you did.
No, like I said, the fluke, I don't think it's anything we did. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is the exact damn thing that happened to my Taurus. So I'm trying to figure out what it is that the genesis of the problem is, because something shorted out the Taurus, and that's what stopped me from being able to turn it on. But I just thought about it, and I was like, it's something to do with the accessory power. Because with the Taurus, I ran power to the accessory wire, and then my mom has to flip a switch to when she uses that car that turns on the accessory power, and then you can turn the key and the starter engages still. It just would not turn on the accessory power. So it's got to do something to do with it giving power to all the accessories, but I don't know how. Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't explain why your inverter took a hot dump. Because that was straight to battery. Sounds like whatever your inverter did. I hope your inverter didn't, somehow put higher than 12 volts on the line and take out the 4200 capacitor leading out or something, putting it overcharged, or putting 20 volts or something stupid on the line. I hope not. That would really suck. I don't know. It's really kind of a stupid problem at this point, considering that you didn't touch anything that did it now and not before.
Yeah, I checked all the fuses on the 4200. All the fuses were good, too. So.
Where are you headed tonight?
I don't even know if it's right. So,
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be an I-40 event. So that helps. It looked like for a while there, I thought it was going to be northern Mississippi. I mean, I still think it's going to get snow, but I think the main chunk is going to be I-40, like Memphis to Nashville.
yeah, I agree. I was talking to Don about it earlier today. He was obsessing over the rap.
All right, so we're starting to get back into some snow. Coming up to Blytheville, which will be the first town into Arkansas, which we should be about to cross the state line here in less than 5 miles. Yeah, 3 miles. It looks like 3.5 miles.
So your radio's cutting out. Copy. Possible stroke. Left side is opposite of her right. Rest of your traffic.
Yeah, so I mean, I really don't know what the heck it is that's causing all this, but as per usual, at least I'm good at rigging the stuff up in a way that I should be able to make it work at least for tomorrow. And I definitely think I've got a problem with that. Because once again, I'm hitting the brake pedal and it's starting to flash again. Well, it's just been sitting at my house, not touching anything.
Problem with what? Cut out, I'm assuming that light.
Yeah, just that single quad on the driver's side that steady burns blue right now.
Was that on your car?
What do you mean?
Was that light on your car? Your white car? Was that light on it?
No. No. All the lights that I think, yeah, I think that one is the one that the one red wire stopped working on it or something. So remember, I had my middle light wasn't flashing, and I took it off, and I found out the other two wires still work.
That one was on your car? Well, I'm just saying, I wonder if it's got something hit it at one point. It got water in it or something.
Yeah, that one was on my center trunk at one point. And then remember, it stopped flashing, so I took it off. But then I tested it after I took it off, put the new one on my Taurus, and then I realized that the other two power cables worked to it, so I kept it, and then I just threw it on this car.
Yeah, it's probably got something wrong with it. Water got into it or something. They'll warranty it. You just buy one on Amazon, just ship that back, and just say that it's inoperative. They won't bit about it until actually it's part of the warranty procedure, so you can get a new one.
Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do, luckily I've got a few of my things hooked up to a cigarette lighter plug adapter already, like my monitor and stuff. I don't even know, honestly. I think I know what the hell I'm about to do. I can at least wire the 360 of my lights to the controller, the 4200 mini. We can do that. Can have that at least, but dude, I am so tired right now. I'm exhausted. I haven't had a break. Literally got home, told Valerie to go to bed. She went to bed. I stayed up with the kids. Maybe got like an hour nap on the couch, and then she got up at 9, but didn't come downstairs till like 10:30.
And then we spent a bunch of time talking about what the heck we were going to do, about when, if I was getting back up early so she could nap, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I didn't fall asleep till about 4 o'clock, and then my alarm was set for 6. Got up at 6. It's been crappy. I honestly don't even remember the last time I got a full night's sleep. It was probably that night after the freaking marathon chase in Biloxi.
You need to take everything out of your car, everything out of your car, just start over with wiring, because it's too much shit gets pieced together, and then it gets half-assed, and then you end up with problems. I know part of the problem is it's freezing cold, so now's not the time to do it. I need to find somewhere warm to do it. Just set aside 6 hours to take all the shit out. You take the seats out, and that shit, and just start over. Because I think I've had that problem too, that you start piecing shit together and it just doesn't work. Something breaks at some point.
Well, this vehicle can be useless, so once we get that paperwork signed and everything submitted, wink, wink, then I'm getting a different vehicle. I'm done with all these problems. I'm legit, like, the next vehicle that I purchase and I get lights and all that stuff installed on, you're fucking supervising me so I don't fuck this up again.
Well, your car would be fine if we just started over. I mean, it's not... I don't think it's the car. I think it's... Well, I know that ignition stuff, that's the car. But I think it's just all the other crap. And part of it, too, I noticed... Like, I know you said you had water in there. But, like, your seat bolts, like, all that stuff on the floor is so rusty. Like, I kind of wonder if, like, the wiring harnesses that run under the carpet and stuff are compromised. I mean, rainwater shouldn't rust stuff as fast as, like, salt water would, but, like, I couldn't even get that thing to ground when I attached it to the seat bolt. I just sand that off. So, like, I wonder if it's got some, like, base electrical problems from some of that water in there, because a lot of those wiring harnesses run down the driver's side, and it looks like that's where it was most wet. So I wonder if some of those issues just are maybe from years past of having water in there, or salt from the winter too. Just the only thing I can think of. Because I noticed the plastic wire loop that one of the wiring harnesses was like brittle. Like, I pinched it and it literally broke into pieces and disintegrated, so that's not a good sign. So it makes you wonder if maybe it's got some wiring harness damage somewhere. Maybe that's part of your problems. Maybe it's got some corrosion on something and causing intermittent issues. I don't know. It could be anything. It's hard to find that stuff too. You almost have to, like, rip literally everything apart. If it is in a wiring harness, then you got to figure out where in the wiring harness. It's that stuff. Electrical problems in cars is a pain. Literally, like, the worst thing possible. That's why I like this fuel pump thing. And let's say if it's not the fuel pump driver and it is one of the wires going to the fuel pump driver, fuck it, I'm literally going to run new wires. I will just make a new wiring harness, because I will never find the broken wire in that factory one. I know it's only like 20 feet long, but, you know, it snakes in and out of all these places and you'll just never find it. It's like, just make a new one.
No, I get it, but like I said, once this stuff gets done and we get what we're supposed to get, I'm just going to start fresh, honestly. I keep saying that, but I need to do it, and I need to do it right. I just get too jumpy about things, but if this stuff gets done in a reasonable amount of time and we receive the things quickly, then I'm just going to do it. Just be done with it. I mean, I'll have no problem saving this thing as, like, a backup. I love this car, but I just, like, there's always something going wrong. And it's good. It is reliable. It's like, I'd honestly probably take this hurricane chasing and all that. But I just don't want to deal with the constant problems. Like I said, the AC still got to get taken care of. And, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm so worn out from everything right now, like, mentally broken and everything right now from all this stuff. It's just, I don't even have time to think. And I'm just like, I need to just restart, like I said, if I do get a newer vehicle, it's probably going to be like yours. I would probably get one near your year because of the fact that dude, I cannot tell you, just like seeing, even with all the crap that happened the other day in the blizzard, like I can't tell you how nice that is to see how easy it is to fix everything in that vehicle. Like back in those days, it was so easy, 2 bolts for the alternator, crap like that, serpentine belt. You don't have to sit there and stress what to get on there. Everything's just so quick and easy, and I need to get back to that. Like I literally have no problem working on cars. I'm not a genius by any means about it, but I'm the kind of person that if something gets screwed up, I can figure it out and fix it and get it done. But with all these new freaking cars, the engine bays are all so small and so tight to get to every place, and you got to move this to get to that, move this to get to that. I just need to get back to a vehicle that everything's just right there. You know how to do it. It's easy in and out, and you're fine.
Yeah, that damn belt. I looked under there. There is supposed to be a skid plate. I saw exactly how that damn snow is pushing that belt off. It's kind of sneaky that it's doing that. But I ordered the skid plate. I said screw it. It was hard to find, but I found an aftermarket one. It's expensive, but when I was looking under there, it's like there's no way that I'm gonna be able to fabricate something that's not gonna be a pain in the ass with it being cold out. I just need something somewhat factory that will go into the existing holes that I don't have to screw with. Because I didn't realize that it was missing that front one, but I guess because that's gonna be a problem. So for the interim, in case that is an issue, I bought 2 spare belts and I bought a single 15 millimeter box wrench, but it's a super long one. It's like 18 inches long, so you get some good leverage on that tensioner. So I'll just live with plowing through drifts and knocking the belt off there. But knocks it off. I've got 2 spares, a wrench dedicated for it, so if it happens, it happens. But when that skid plate shows up, I'll put that on there. Because that was just stupid, but I mean, that's kind of the nice thing about these bigger cars is you can actually fix that kind of shit. Instead of just getting towed and being out of the chase for the day, you can actually like continue to chase. Granted, given you can actually get the damn part for it. We're gonna stop for some fuel here. It means I have to get out of the miserable cold.
Dude, I want to get back to that basic stuff I missed when it was all like that. I even told Valerie, I was like, I'm probably just going to do this. Like, I will still just pay off my cars too in the long run.
Theory?
I will still use the income I've got coming in to pay off the cars. You know what I mean? Right now I can't keep dealing with these problems, and these problems are getting compounded, likely because of the way that I've done things to begin with, how it just got rigged because I didn't have enough time and all that stuff, and I really just need to get this stuff done properly with time and not have an issue. It's sincerely the biggest thing for me. And once I can do that, it will be fresh. Even if it would be completely starting fresh with this vehicle, I mean, I love this car. I got to get the AC stuff fixed, but at the same time, I won't rip all the crap out of here. I'll just if I get a new vehicle down the line. Oh, yeah, go ahead, Kyle.
All right, gas is pumping slowly.
Yeah, like a mile away.
Oh, just shut off. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on. Get back out of the car.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not like it's negative 500.5 degree wind chill out here.
For you to get any subscribers. How's that going?
All right, that was ridiculous. I had to sit there and hold the damn pump. The freaking thing kept shutting off. I don't know what it is about these Love's fuel pumps, but this truck doesn't like them. I can't get them to stay pumping. Like, they keep clicking off, but it's only the Love's fuel pumps. It's not other ones. I don't know if they've got a higher flow rate in the canister vent valve, tank vent tube, whatever it is a little clogged, and it just doesn't like the flow rate on these or what. But what a freaking miserable pain. Sitting out there, like, I don't mind it when it's not freezing cold out, but when it's freezing cold out, that really sucks. Just saying, and it's freezing cold out right now. Like, I don't even want to be outside.
Could be out of there, so for a moment, I'm gonna sell it.
We get the hell out of here. I need South 55. Where's that? I can't see the road. It's snow covered. Nasty. this a two? I'm so confused. Is this a 2-lane ramp or what? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that guy was supposed to be going that way or not. It confused me. I'm so confused. I can't see the lines on the road, so I'm just kind of guessing where to go here. We're going through a heavy snow band again. This will probably be over before too long. Nasty out quick, isn't it? Well, conditions definitely went downhill. Yeah, those winter storm warnings are going into effect for many, and they'll be in effect for many others soon. But the roads aren't too bad as long as you slow down. They're a little bit snow covered, but it's a dry snow. It's not really all that slippery. Sure, Memphis is going to be a mess. God, I hope not. Looks like there might be a little bit of a temporary break in the snow. That'll probably be all right. This snow is so powdery that as soon as it stops snowing, it just kind of blows right off the road from the cars, which is good. We'll be live here for just a little bit longer. Getting pretty close to hotel times. I think I'm gonna probably want to be on the road by 10 a.m. Central. Anyway, this guy behind me. No idea why this guy behind me's got his high beams on now either.
Not even symptom.
And it's super annoying. It looks like everybody's slowing down out here, which is good. So hopefully that'll prevent mass chaos. These parts of the country, I mean, they get snow, but it's not as common of an occurrence. So a lot of times, maybe those new drivers don't understand. It is not, the stream is not muted. I have no idea why we're getting so many comments saying the stream is muted today. YouTube must be doing something. I don't know. It's definitely not muted. It's coming through just fine. Weird. Yeah, the snow's coming down. It's going to do this for the next probably 24 hours. Maybe some on and off activity, but it should get thicker tomorrow, and I think that the Nashville area is going to really get dumped on tomorrow. I would say probably at least 5 inches, but wouldn't surprise me if there's potentially up to 8, 9, maybe even 10.
Go ahead.
Did you head over to 5069 North County Road 927 5069 North County Road 927? It was supposed to be out. Ship prices. There's a truck on fire. It has a fire.
Yes.
This is a pretty decent, light to moderate snow that we're getting. It's really dry. It's going to blow around pretty easily. This is Interstate 55, and it's in pretty decent shape. I don't think there's going to be much for travel problems here just yet.
McCullough and Derek Stone out of Jonesboro. Insurance unconfirmed is 52. 2-4.
Yep, we're in Arkansas already. It's been a busy couple of weeks. Well, the whole month has been busy so far, really. It's getting a little slippery, but I'm doing about 50 right now. It's perfectly fine for 50. Take. Hopefully I don't get slowed down too much by the snow. It's not exactly peak commute time right now either, so shouldn't be as many cars on the road. It seems like this area is always kind of a traffic nightmare whenever it snows. Shit. Alright, I gotta exit here for food. Oh, they got a waffle. No, they don't. They have a Huddle House. That's a ripoff. That is a rip-off Waffle House. No rip-off Waffle Houses here. Not doing it. Genuine Waffle House only. I've actually never been to one of those Huddle Houses, but I've driven by them and they look really lame. I'm pretty sure it's just a knockoff Waffle House. It just doesn't look like it's the same. I gotta come up here and get my chicken nuggets. I'm gonna get a freaking smoothie too, god dang it. If their freaking machine isn't down. I swear to god, if their machine is down, I'm gonna cry. Every time I try to get any, like, the strawberry smoothie or whatever from McDonald's, the machine, they're always like, oh, the machine's down. I'm like, well, is the machine ever up? I asked them that once. I'm like, is the machine ever up? And the lady's like, no, not really. Like, oh, hey, well, I appreciate your honesty. mean, I could get behind that. Oh, shit. This is a lot slipperier than I thought. Went from fine to slippery pretty quick. This guy's just parked right there. Is he alright? Oh, he's just wiping the snow off his headlights, it looks like. Passengers out wiping the headlights off. Oh, and I think I just broke my exhaust flex pipe. Crying out loud. Alright, let me pull in this gas station. God dang it. That's right. That's a cheap and easy fix. It's just frustrating. Let me just make sure it's not hanging down, because if it's hanging down, then I gotta wire it up. But I think I just popped that exhaust flex pipe. That's what it sounds like. Let me just double check, guys. Like I said, 99% sure that's what's wrong. Let me just take a look. Like I said, cheap and easy fix. It's just not exactly something I want to do in the freaking cold. Why is this guy gonna pull right here? Every time, he's blocking my light.
I think you cut off there at the beginning. Can you turn on that?
Go ahead.
Be advised, I paged out on rail fire supplies. I'm not getting anybody to respond. I've got flammable firing route.
Bless America. What the fuck's the guy got to do to get a fucking napkin around this fucking place? I don't know if you guys noticed, but it got really quiet there all of a sudden. That's because I fixed it. Oh my god, this is so rigged. I almost need to take you guys under there and show you. So I'm gonna demonstrate with my hands. So
We'll be back out with that one at the 30.
Anybody that doesn't know, there's a flex pipe in your exhaust somewhere on every vehicle. And it's literally just a pipe that can flex, because when you rev your motor, it moves a bit, right? And you don't want your exhaust to move, it'll break. So there's that flex pipe in there. And the flex pipe on this is midship. It's right underneath the passenger side seat. And it's right after the catalytic converter and right before the muffler. It's super easy. Like, if that was indeed broke, I would literally just take a saw and cut the flex pipe out and just clamp in a new one. It would literally be like a 20-minute fix, if even, but it's freezing cold out and I'm not doing that. There's a joint, it's like a lap joint, it's expanded. I think it's been fixed before, it's been expanded, so it's got, the main tube and then this tube. It's the same size, but it's an expanded joint, so it kind of slips over the other one. Well, the clamp has rusted off, which I knew about. Because last time I was under the truck, I thought, God damn, there should be a clamp there, and there's not. It's rusted off. So the flex pipe is flexible, so I literally, that's why my hand is all nasty and I need the napkin. So I shoved it back. I put my foot on the muffler, pushed the exhaust back, pushed the pipe back and up into place, and it's now it's now butted up in there. It's held by friction. So I think when I hit that snowbank, I think it pushed it off. So if that happens again, we'll just say screw it and let it be no muffler. But I just need a clamp for it, so that's no big deal. I'm just not dealing with it right now. Plus, O'Reilly's closes at 9 and it's 8:54, so it's all good. So I'm going to use the napkins I get from McDonald's to wipe my hands off.
Me and my partner got 2 separate calls. We got one call from the safety guy there at Allison Enterprises. He advised that I guess they left the truck running and it got hot and caught on fire. I received a 911 call from a gentleman that works at Canaris that said one of the guards witnessed someone set the truck on fire, but he does not want to give his name, and the guard that witnessed it has already went home for the day.
All right, well, the freaking McDonald's app isn't working.
Careful.
So we just need an exhaust clamp of some sort.
Allison Enterprises.
I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure what size exhaust is on this thing. I think it's 3-inch. Yeah, can we just get one freaking day where we don't have to fix the truck? Let's see, in the past 5 days, I've had a heater hose connector blow off. I've had the belt come off, which was because of the snow. Tensioner failed because of that, and then it happened again. Fuel pump driver module went out, and now the exhaust decides to just leave the chat. But that's okay, that just needs a clamp. In fact, if I get really, really adventurous in the morning, I might put a clamp on it, but I'm probably just going to leave it as is. Because I don't need to, the flex pipe is fine, it's just the clamp that holds the stuff together is broke, so it just needs a clamp. It's just a matter of me getting a clamp. Not really that big of a deal. The friction kind of holds it together right now. Run down to this McDonald's quick. Guys, with that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'm going to make a couple of phone calls and eat my dinner off camera for once. But this was just a pre-show. Tomorrow's going to be busy. If you're new, please subscribe. Hold on, let me see what the stats are at right now. We're at 110,891 subscribers. Thank you, everybody. But we're going to get out of here. And I'm just going to get ready for tomorrow's chase. It's going to be a busy one, I think. After tomorrow, I'm going to get an exhaust clamp. So we never know. We might have a straight piped truck tomorrow. Well, we'll see. Trust me, you'll know if we do, because you'll hear it. Maybe I'll just go get some exhaust heat tape and just tape the shit out of it. I don't know. Those stainless steel exhaust clamps are only like $15. It's not a big deal. I just need to measure it. I think it's 3-inch exhaust. I'll look it up. Stupid, I tell you. I just can't catch a break these days. Have a good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.